six in one, and then I just got a single. So I guess we'll hook the single one up first to something. What has he got here? He's got a piece of Velcro. Oh, that's pretty cool. Velcro to the bottom of the layout, I guess. All right. These are Hex frog juicers. Which I'm going to use on my ladder for the classification yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go there, Hex frog juicer. Can provide up to 1.7 amps to the reversing section. Pairing tracks together. Here's the single frog juicer. Right here. And it says connect the 3-pin terminal block. The terminal block, the DCC bus, and the frog to be powered, as shown in the diagram. So we got 2 outside ones are the track bus. The inside one goes to the frog, or the middle one goes to the frog. Each monofrog juicer draws just 17 milliamps of power from your DCC system. Use 22 to 26 gauge wire, and make sure the run is under 3 feet. That makes it pretty simple right there. Doink! Troubleshooting. It doesn't really tell me how many amps these things are. I'm sure you can't go over a certain amperage. So all my boosters are all 3.5 amps, so it's not telling me I can't use it. There should be no resistors or lamps between the booster and the DCC input. If there are, they will prevent the frog juicer from switching properly. The solution is to run the wires directly to the booster. Each frog juicer draws an amp. Okay. Alrighty. I think these are the older ones that I got here, but they should work. I'm going to clear a little of this off right here, so I can solder a wire right to that. Use a Dremel here with a wire brush. This wire brush has been used a lot, so it's been like worn off, but it's perfect for getting in along the side of a rail. Try not to get the ties. It's going to be hard not to get the ties. Yeah, you need to do this before you do your track. Alright. Right on that little spot that I cleaned off. Right there. Then I'll take this heat sink and I'll hold it in place. The wire in place right there. Actually, that's not holding it in place. Let me try it over here. There you go. There we go, right there. Alright, here we go. Come around here with the solder. And we'll get this right on here. Try not to melt anything. Do it quick. Get it on there quick. Thing went back a little bit. Come on, baby. think I got it. Yes, we did. We got it. Looks pretty good. Didn't get the ties too bad. You're not even going to see it. All right. Let me drill a hole down in here. Drill a hole. There we go. There we go. Can't even see it. I come around here, and you're on this side of the track here. Can't even see it. Okay, now we're going to put that guy in. Alrighty, I'm going to solder feeders. Right here I got this guy in. Solder feeders there, and then back over here on the other side of the bus. I'm going to screw those into here along with the wire from the switch frog. Okay, get those soldered up. And we'll screw them in place and we'll see what happens. Okay, these are both soldered on here now. Soldered on. Looks at this guy right here. Here's how we're going to hook it up. The frog goes in the center and then the two outsides, black and red, depending on how we have it wired, and I have it wired exactly like that. I got the red to the back, the front to, so that's how we're going to wire this guy up right there, right here. Let's do it. Off a little bit, it's too long. Okay, there we go. LED is on, saying it's working. There's actually a different way you can actually, if you haven't put your track in yet, you can actually cut a little bit of the plastic off underneath, and then solder it right underneath, like that. That's of course if you haven't put the track down yet. And I have this done on all my ladders because I soldered those on before I built the yard. So my whole classification yard has them soldered like this. Basically cut out one of these little pieces here. This one hasn't been done yet. Right here, cut that piece, and then you can solder it right to underneath, and you don't have to worry about having it on top where you can see it. Okay, now we're going to put in a hex frog juicer here. I can hook up, as you can see here, let me move this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frogs. They go into here. And then of course these two here, this was going to be the bus line. Now I got a separate bus line for the classification yard. So I'm not going to run it off the bus line obviously of the main. It's going to be for the, over here, it's going to be for the classification yard. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 switches on this end of the yard. And we're going to wire all those frogs to the hex frog juicer. Okay, I have the hex frogger hooked up here, and as you can see over here, these 2 wires come off the bus here, which is the gray bus, and the purple bus didn't have a piece of purple wire that was big enough to use, so I ran a blue one off that instead. And that's off the bus. This is the bus for the classification yard. This is where I've hooked up the switches, right there. I got 4 hooked up, 4 frogs. I got 2 more to go. Switch number 5 does not have a wire soldered to the frog. Switch number 6 does. And once I get those hooked up, then we'll kick this thing on and see what happens. Alrighty. As you can see, we got the 2 ones that are showing red, I believe, are the ones I haven't hooked up yet. I think that's 5 and 6, I believe. And all the other ones are green, which means everything is legit. Now I got 2 jumpers on this thing. I got to figure out how to hook those up for not wanting to pair them. So, but anyway, there it is. Frog juicers are very easy to hook up.